You can't see 17 years into the future. When Dylan was 3 years old, I couldn't see the kid that was going to be a sophomore in college and where that was going to take him.
Growing up, it always felt like I had clouds over my head, and I just didn't understand things other kids would understand. And it took me a very long time in order to get rid of those clouds. You have to challenge yourself, because you're never going to experience things as fast as other people are. So you're kind of always going to have to challenge yourself.
Dylan was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. He was just a shell of a kid. He was just a little guy that, he really didn't have a whole lot of speech, and he definitely couldn't hold a conversation with someone. You see things as a parent. You recognize, like, maybe my kid isn't walking, at 1. Maybe he's not talking and saying as many words as the kid next to us. Like, you start to see all those things. You go to your doctor and they start saying, yeah, this looks like some regressions. I felt very alone. I'd never even met anyone that had been on the spectrum, and then you're telling me my kid is on the spectrum. What does that mean? But when you first hear, there is a part of you that literally goes, well, what now? Do I fix this? How do I treat it? There's so many questions that come up. It's not like when they get a cold, you take them to the doctor and they prescribe you, a medicine, and then 5 days later, your kid's back to normal. This is something that you go, how is this going to change my life and his life and everyone around us? And that's probably the biggest thing, is that understanding of it's not a quick fix, it's not an overnight thing, and your life is going to be different. Now what we did through Heartspring was when they started care clubs and camps.
Our main goal of clubs is to have a safe and fun environment for kids where they can be themselves and make friends.
Dylan got to go like 1 or 2 nights a week to care club. He would go and actually just be around peers and highly educated, teachers that were also guiding him in different aspects. And a lot of it was more for the social aspect for him, how he could fit in better with his peers. And that was a big thing.
It's been really cool to see them transform and create these friendships and be more comfortable with each other.
Once we saw him starting to get a lot of the peer role models and be around other kids his age, and then learning to develop social cues, it was something he had to learn as well.
I'm studying international studies at Wichita State University. My interests have always been with politics, history, and culture, and a little bit of philosophy, just real nerdy stuff.
He's at a point in his life where between the Army National Guard, his Army ROTC, being a student, and just kind of trying to figure out the world as being a 20-year-old, it's kind of an interesting thing to finally be on the other side of things and not just be the mom taking care of him on a day-to-day basis.
This group will help these kids know how to be themselves around other people, or when they go to college or enter the workplace, they can find people like them more easily because they've had practice in clubs.
The way he speaks and presents himself now, he makes eye contact with people. He has that closeness. He is just so like night and day.
I want to commission in the Army and go active duty. And eventually, after I go active duty, I want to go into PSYOP. PSYOP is like psychological operations. I'd be going all over the world, and I want to see as many people as possible and interact with as many people as possible. I think in order to really self-actualize yourself, to achieve what you want to achieve, you have to gain the experience as many people as possible. Growing up, it always felt like I had clouds over my head, and I just didn't understand things other kids would understand. And it took me a very long time in order to get rid of those clouds. You have to challenge yourself, because you're never going to experience things as fast as other people are. So you're kind of always going to have to challenge yourself.
I can't imagine where he would be now if he didn't have that early intervention and that to have people around him that were going to teach him far better than ever I could. His walk is the one he's now creating, and it's awesome to see him setting goals and obtaining those goals and getting to that point. He's still 20 years old. He's got to learn that it doesn't always happen in the time that you want it to happen. So that's where he's at. But yeah, definitely very proud.